Hello everybody and welcome back to College Basketball Courtside. My name's Mitch. Today I'm going to be covering the top games to watch in week 2 of college basketball, starting with Monday, November 10th, going to Sunday, November 16th. And please note, when I give rankings of a team, this is rankings based on Sunday, November 9th, so they haven't updated it on Monday yet, so bear with me there. It's still going to be the same matchups regardless because all the results are in anyway. Let's get right into it. Starting off with the first game coming on Monday is going to be unranked Mississippi State versus number 16 Iowa State. Both of these teams are undefeated. Mississippi State has their hands full with Lipsey, Jefferson, and Milan over there at Iowa State. Josh Hubbard is the third-ranked offensive player in the entire country so far this year. Lipsey, according to EvanMia.com, is a top 5 ranked guard on the defensive end. This is going to be such a good matchup between offense and defense. Hubbard, one of the most fun and explosive scorers in the country, and Lipsey, who's been one of the better point guard defenders in the entire country for a couple of years now. My key to the game for Mississippi State in particular is going to be who's going to step up and be that second guy. Hubbard is obviously the first option, going to score about 20 points. Who's going to be that second guy? They're going to throw a lot of attention at him. They need somebody else to step up in order to win this game. The next big game to watch is coming on Tuesday. It's going to be number 11 Louisville versus number 9 Kentucky. Both of these teams coming undefeated this week, only playing a couple of games so far. Big question mark, he is Jalen Lowe. Is he going to be fully healthy? Is he going to shake off the rust from after the first game, only scoring about 6 points in 18 minutes? Louisville is the better offensive team with their 3-point shooting and their explosive scorers. Kentucky's the better defensive team with their size, experience, athleticism. I can see this going either one of two ways on either end of the spectrum. Either high scoring, run and gun, ton of points, or low scoring, slugfest, awesome defense. I could see this going either way. Regardless, this is going to be such a fun matchup between two of the premier programs in college basketball right now. My key to the game for who's going to win is Kentucky's 3-point shooting. Who's going to step up besides Colin Chandler to really be a knockdown shooter? Jalen Lowe's a good 3-point shooter on a minutes restriction so far. Is that going to be lifted in this game? We shall see. The next game to watch in the week is also on Tuesday. There's 3 big games on Tuesday, and it's going to be Illinois, number 17, versus number 10, Texas Tech. Both teams also coming undefeated, and both teams have also been without star players. Andrej Stojakovic for Illinois and JT Toppin for Texas Tech. He missed the first game. He played in the second game, and he was fantastic, having 30-plus points, 10-plus rebounds. Illinois' offense has been one of the best and most explosive in the entire country, even without Andrej Stojakovic, who I projected to be their leading scorer. Christian Anderson has been playing lights out while JT Toppin was out in the first game and also played really well in the second game. He has been that breakout star that I predicted so far this season. Texas Tech's defense has really struggled without JT Toppin in there. He's a great shot blocker, great rebounder. In that first game, you could see his presence not being felt. Is he going to be fully healthy for this next game? My key to the game, it's going to be JT Toppin's health. He looked fantastic. Season debut. Is he going to be able to keep that up against a very physical, very athletic team in Illinois? We shall see. My next game, the third and final game to watch for Tuesday. What a Tuesday slate it's going to be. It's going to be number 23 Creighton versus number 21 Gonzaga. Owen Freeman for Creighton is still battling a lingering injury, but he looked good in their first game. Didn't play a ton, but still scored 19 points. Graham Ike has looked as projected so far this season, just dominating inside. He is such a load to handle, and not many guys can stop him. This is going to be just such a fun matchup between Owen Freeman and Graham Ike. Both play similar styles, back to the basket, can score inside on just about anybody. According to Evan Mia, Gonzaga is the 8th best offense in the entire country and the 8th best defense, so they have had a really balanced season so far. Creighton's defense really worries me, and this stems from Owen Freeman not playing a ton of minutes, but they're 67th in the country in defense so far this season, and they played an inferior opponent in week 1. Can Josh Dix finally start to get it going so far this year? He hasn't produced like thought we were going to see. Maybe he has to get his feet under him. I think he's going to be just fine, but is this his breakout game? My key to the game, it's pretty obvious. Who's going to win the big man matchup? Is it going to be Graham Ike? Is it going to be Owen Freeman? I think Freeman's a little more upside in terms of his defense, but Graham Ike has been more consistent offensively for years now. The next big game to watch, you guys, it's on Thursday. This is my game of the week. You have to watch any one of these games all week. It has to be this one. It's going to be number 15 Alabama versus number 1 Purdue. And now these rankings are obviously going to change. Purdue should still stay at 1, I believe. Alabama's going to soar up. They had an awesome victory on the road against a very good St. John's team where they scored a ton of points. These are two of the best backcourts in the entire country. Alabama, you have LeBaron Philon, Aiden Holloway. Purdue, you have Brain Smith, Fletcher Lawyer. I think Purdue's guards are really going to struggle on defense against this explosive backcourt for Alabama. Philon has looked like one of the best players in the SEC, and Aiden Holloway has been terrific as well. Purdue's going to try and play it. They're very slow, methodical, get the best shot pace, while Alabama is going to try and play it. They're run and gun, second fastest pace in the entire country, while Purdue ranks 343rd in the entire country in pace. So what a difference between slow and fast this is going to be. I think my biggest key to the game here is what I just covered, the pace. Whichever team can establish their sort of pace is going to win the game. If it's a slow game, slugfest, it's going to be Purdue. But if it's a fast, run and gun, upbeat kind of game, it's going to be Alabama by a large margin. Purdue really needs Trey Kaufman run back. They have looked a little out of sorts without him. They haven't quite gotten in the rhythm they would like to see the #1 team in the country come out of the start of the season. Now, the main game to watch on Friday is going to be number 13 Arizona versus number 12 UCLA. Again, these rankings are going to change. I think Arizona is going to jump up quite a bit. They had a fantastic victory against Florida. They looked like they dominated. There was such a fun game to watch. UCLA has really struggled so far this season against Pepperdine, and I forget even the first team they played. Both of them were decided within 11 points. The first game was within 6 points against an inferior opponent. Donovan Dent did not look aggressive in that Pepperdine game. I watched most of it. He was very passive, not looking to get his, which is a concern. This Arizona team has looked like one of the best in the entire country. Koa Pete has had one of the best freshman weeks so far this entire season. He has been unstoppable. He's a man-child. Jaden Bradley has been awesome. He has stepped up to be the senior leader. 27 points in the first game. Lockdown defense. He's been incredible. Xavier Booker has been a really nice surprise so far for UCLA. Starting at that center position, he's played really well so far. UCLA has played really slow to start this season, in the 300s in terms of pace. This is not what I want to see when you have Donovan Dent as your point guard and a very high-powered offense. You'd like to see them get out and get more possessions. My biggest concern is UCLA's defense against a really good Arizona offense that has a lot of different options. They have great size. They have great skill. They've looked really good on that end so far this year, where UCLA has not looked good on the defensive end. My key to the game is UCLA's three-point shooting. Only shooting 27.7% so far this season, which is a big concern for a team I thought was going to shoot it pretty well from the three-point range this season. Up next on Saturday, this was in contention for game of the week, but it's going to be number 8 BYU versus number 4 UConn. This is going to be two of the most fun teams in the country so far. They're playing some of the best basketball in the entire country. BYU has looked good. They beat a really scrappy Villanova team that we need to keep an eye on for. And UConn has dominated as usual with a very balanced attack. Everybody's contributing in the ways we thought they would. I'm concerned with BYU's offense. It's been very one-on-one heavy. They're third to last in the Big 12 in total assists. Silas Demery has looked like one of the best portal pickups in the entire country. He plays fast. He plays at a great pace as well. He's been great on the defensive end, leads them in assists, leads them in steals. Terrace Reed, in the one game he's played so far, was a monster, 20 and 12. My key to the game here is Rob Wright. He's been really good in the offensive end in terms of scoring, but he needs to be more of a setup man. Get DeBonsa some good looks. Get Richie Saunders some great looks because of your offense. Robert Wright needs to be more of a facilitator than a scorer in order for them to win this game. That is my week 2 preview of the college basketball season. It has been such a fun season so far. Great games in week 1. A lot of competitive games as well. Great freshman debuts. Probably the best week of freshman debuts in a college basketball season we have ever seen. From top to bottom, this has been such an impressive freshman class. We've seen some great transfers make huge impacts. We've also seen some pretty big surprises. Shout out Northwood beating Western Michigan. Home state, I'm from Michigan, so that's cool to see a D2 who was picked to finish 11th in their conference beat a D1 team. Look out for tomorrow is going to be my stock up, stock down video for every team so far, and then a stock up, stock down video for players is going to come out on Tuesday. My name's Mitch. This is College Basketball Courtside, and thanks for watching.